Now, lads, this is a solved question. Done tons of them. Basically, it's a cubic equation, and you want to know where does your graph cross the x-axis. So what we all do is we all use our table function in our calculator. Table function can give you all three answers, but it can't get you full marks in the question itself. You go mode, table function, and you enter in your equation like so. 2x, what's it cubed? You do minus 4x squared minus 22x plus 24, okay? Now, I'm going to start at minus 10 and go all the way up to plus 10. And what I'm looking for, what am I actually looking for, lads? I'm looking for any y value that equals 0. You cool with that? Would everybody agree minus 3 is an answer? So x equals minus 3 is an answer all day long. For argument's sake, I'll write down the other answers as well. X equals 1. And x equals 4. Now, lads, now here's what you need to do to get full marks, and I would have showed you this at the time. You replace x with any one of those numbers you want. I'm going to use 3, just because it's the first one you come across. Minus 3, I mean. And what has to happen when you put it into the calculator? Has to make a balance. Okay? I give the illusion that I don't know the balance. So I'd give the illusion of multiplying these things out. What's a minus 54? Plus 36? Whoa. Minus 36. And is everybody happy that 0 equals 0? Now that's 0 equals 0. That means it's a root. Give me 1 minute, Dimitri. Now, lads, if that's a root, factor term, what's a factor? Move it over to your side. X plus 3 would be a factor. And then you're going to do long division. So, lads, you're going to do long division here. Okay? Now, somebody needs a reminder of this. I saw somebody test who got this wrong. So I just want to remind you one more time. 12, which is the red number, equals the blue number multiplied by the green number. Does everybody see that? Blue number times green number equals red number. And just for argument's sake, never mind. So would everybody agree that I'll come back to that point in a second, okay? Let's long divide it. What do we get? Multiply it out. No, we're not doing the kx one at the moment. Take it away. Minus 10x again. Multiply it back out again. Minus 10x squared plus minus 30x. Change the sign. What's that? 8x. Now, I'm happy to see 8x because 24 is 3 times bigger than it, which means that plus 8. Okay. Now, lads, like I said earlier, 4 times 3 is 12. Blue 1 times green 1. Okay, it's the same deal. This yellow one times this blue one equals this pink one. There's somebody who got that mixed up. Okay, just please remember that. Yellow times blue equals pink. What's the only one that hasn't been factorized yet? See the blue one. We're going to factorize the blue one. So if I go back to the top, if I go back to the very top of this equation here, I can rewrite this full question. I can rewrite this full question like this. This full question, which is this part here, is the same as x plus 3 multiplied by 2x squared minus plus a equals 0. I'm gonna do nothing fancy here. You could have divided by 2 at the very beginning if you wanted, but I'm not gonna do anything fancy. Let's factorize this one here. What you reckon? Lovely. All right. So it's going to be 2x squared. What do you reckon? Thanks. My brain ain't working anymore. Plus a 2x into, and then is that what you got? Okay. Now lads, look at this. Now lads, there's 3 answers we had at the start of the question, wasn't it? What were the 3 answers? X equals minus 3. That's that one there. That's x plus 3 equals 0. X equals minus 3. What was the other? What we had 4, wasn't it? Yeah, x minus 4 equals 0 and x equals 4. Yeah, so 1 second. And then what about the last one here? 1. 2x minus 2 equals 0. 2x equals 2. X equals 1. There's all 3 answers back out again. There was a bit of work on that, to be fair. Right. Let's keep going. 6. All right, guys. This one was actually, you did all right in this one because I did a similar question the day before. Okay, and here's how you do it. I want you to form a cubic equation using the roots. Here's the answer: x equals minus 1, x equals 1. What's the other answer? 3. Here's your 3 factors: x plus 1, x minus 1, and x minus 3. Everybody know how I got them? You move your number back over to your sides. Factor term. X equals 3 is a root. X minus 3 is a factor. Okay. Now, lads, we're going to multiply this out. Ready? Multiply it out. This is the difference of 2 squares, isn't it? It's going to come out quite handily, actually. It's going to be x squared minus 1x plus 1x minus 1, which is actually x squared minus 1. All right, guys. Going to have to multiply this out, aren't we? So what happens when we multiply this out? Plus 3. Now, lads, there's an issue with this. It might not be the right answer. Can anybody explain why? It could be twice the height. It could be the minus version of it. So how do I check my answer? Yeah, put it into your table function, okay? And if it crosses the y-axis at the same point, you're in business. Sorry, I know your attention span's probably long gone at this stage. But I always go minus 10 to plus 10. But anywho, lads, where does it cross the y-axis? 0, 0, 3, 0, 3. Let's find out. Sorry, it does. Everybody see it? 0, 3. So that means I have to correct one. For argument's sake, if it crosses 0, 6, what would I have to do to my answer? I'd multiply the whole answer by 2. For argument's sake, if it crossed at minus 3, what would I need to do? Minus 1. Because it's in the opposite direction. Okay. Lads, this question's the same thing. I'm not going to do this one. I just saw a run out of time. Lads, everybody be happy it's the same question? No. Okay. X plus 4. X minus 1. Okay, lads. I'm just going to multiply these two by each other. I'm going to get x squared minus 3x plus 2. Going to multiply this out. I'm going to get x cubed, 3x squared, 2x, 4x squared, 12x, and 8. I'm going to get x cubed minus 7x squared minus 10x. Did anybody get that? Is it the correct one? Yeah, we do actually have to check it, which is lucky for me. Shh. Lads, lucky for me, I pretty much already have it in. All right, guys. We're looking for the y-axis. 0, 8. 0, 8 is the right answer. So we know it's correct. Okay. If I was thinking about putting in ones that are like 0, 16. If I was doing the tests again, I would have done one of them that you have to double it or you have to multiply by -2. Next test, I will do that. Actually, I'll say on the video right now, next test, you're going to have to multiply your answer by a number to figure out to make the y-axis work. Definitely going to do that. No, I'm going to hit you again on Thursday with one. Yeah. This one here. That's this one here. A lot of you did quite well on because we actually did a lot of these. Okay. And many people got 11 out of 15 on this. Company's got 11 out of 15. Now, lads, when I go to long divided in, and we all agreed that long division isn't the easiest way to do this, okay? Because my k's look like my x's, I'm not using k. Did everybody agree with ax? What's ax times x squared? X cubed. We're not going to long divide this. What we're just going to say is we're going to make up a letter of our choosing. I'm going to choose m. Okay? And as I told you the other day, the top one multiplied by the one on the left, the top one multiplied by the one on the left has to equal the one that's the main one, which is this one here, ax cubed. And this gets quite easy all of a sudden. Okay? This is meant to be the hardest question on the test, but if you use this method, it gets reasonably easy. What's ax times x squared? Ax cubed. Ax times p? Apx squared. Ax times 3? 3ax. M times x squared? X squared. M times p? Yeah, mpx or any variation of it. Okay, and m times 3? 3m. And now all you have to do for 11 marks, I believe, out of the 15, is to pair them up. Okay, so I'm going to pair them up here. So green equals green. There's nothing to be learned there, is there? Ax cubed equals ax cubed. I think we all know that. Okay, next part. Red, red, red. What do I learn from that? AP plus M equals B. I've learned something there. Blue. What do we learn here? 3A plus M equals 11. And finally, MP, thank you. And then what about the last one then? R equals 3M, which would be the green one. Now, lads, I'm going to take these. Now, that's worth 11 marks. There's a lot of marks in that. And I haven't really done anything too technical there. Okay? If you get all three of them, that's 11 marks. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do next, lads. This is the hard part, and this is only worth 4 marks. It's not worth that much, right? What letter is missing? M and R are gone, aren't they? M and R are gone. So, to be honest, I think that means we're going to use these two equations. Can anyone tell me why I'm going to use these two? No R, is there? Now, I'm going to get M on its own. M equals B minus AP. And then the M in the other equation is going to be replaced with B minus AP. And let's see what happens. Okay. 3A plus B minus AP times P equals 11. Now we need to multiply that out. 3A plus BP AP squared. Actually, wait. No, I shouldn't do that. Look at your answer. We're actually much closer than we think. Leave it like that. Why do I leave it like that? It's already like that, isn't it? Just move the P to the front, 3A to your side. There you go. 11 minus 3A. Is that okay with you guys? Now, here's the really awkward one. If that wasn't awkward enough already. No, very few students are getting this one out to its entirety. What I'm trying to say is how many of you could have got 11 out of 15 is what I'm really trying to say. A lot of you could have got 11 out of 15. Very few of you will get 15 out of 15. That's accepted. Getting 11 out of 15 is the aim for this question. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna take what I learned here. And what's the only equation I haven't used yet? I haven't used the R equals. Have you used R equals 3m yet? No. Okay. So I'm going to get the R equals 3m, and I'm just going to put it into one of these equations. Okay. So I'm going to be lazy here, and what I'm going to do is going to multiply the red equation by 3. Why do I want to multiply the red equation by 3? That'll give me a 3m then, won't it? And what can I replace that 3m with? With an R. Okay. And it means I don't have to deal with any fractions, do I? No, don't like fractions. Now, what letter is missing from this? What letter does not exist? B doesn't exist. Everybody see the way B's gone? Okay, so here's what I'm going to have to do now. This is pretty awkward, right? Is I'm going to have to find a way to get rid of that B. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to use this here. Okay, going to multiply this out. And what am I going to get? Just one sec. It's looking me straight in the eye, and I just can't see it. I'll work my way out. I won't cheat and look at the solutions. I do. I just don't cheat. As in, every single time I do this question, I do it in a different order. Just have to figure your way out. Okay. Would everybody agree that I should get B on its own somehow? That's a good question. Here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but here's definitely what I'm thinking. See this 3 big? I'm going to multiply both sides by 3 to get 3 PB. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Not just yet. Okay. Now, does everybody see this 3 and this big? What can I replace that with? The 3AP and the R. Once again, it's pretty advanced stuff, all right? I'm not going to lie. See the P that I did nothing with? It's still there. Now, this is actually more difficult than the way I did it in my own marking schemes, but we'll give it a go. I nearly have it now. Multiply it out. There we go. Happy days. Innit? If I'm being honest, good luck to most people getting this out. All right. What cancels? Okay. And then I'm left with what I want, haven't I? Yeah, that's the way around, yeah.